I have this knife, and as you can see, it's completely dull. It can barely even scratch the surface of this pineapple, let alone slice it. You might think keeping a perfectly consistent angle by hand is impossible, but I'll show you how to give these basic materials a completely new purpose, capable of some truly surprising feats of sharpness. I'm starting with a simple rectangular block of wood to act as our base. Next, I'll take a metal L-bracket. I'm going to secure this bracket to one end of the wooden block using some screws and my power drill. This bracket is crucial because the hole at the top will act as the pivot point for our sharpening guide rod. Now, I need to create a way to clamp the knife down. I'm measuring and marking 2 spots near the opposite end of the block. I'll drill a pilot hole into each of these marks to make inserting the screws easier. These washers will act as a clamp to securely hold the blade of the knife flat against the wood. Into those holes, I'm driving 2 screws. I'll leave them a bit loose for now. Next up is the whetstone itself. This one has a coarse and a fine side. I need to attach a guide rod to it. To do this, I'm carefully drilling a hole straight down into the center of one of the ends. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. I have this sturdy metal rod. I'll insert one end of it into the hole I just drilled in the whetstone. To make sure it stays firmly in place and can handle the push and pull of sharpening, I'm applying a generous amount of superglue around the joint. I slide the metal rod through the hole in the L-bracket. See how it allows the whetstone to glide back and forth at a fixed, consistent angle? This is the secret to a razor-sharp edge. To make the jig a bit more ergonomic and give my hand some clearance when sharpening, I'm going to elevate the base. I found these 2 wooden pieces, and I'm using superglue to attach them to the bottom of the block. This small modification makes a huge difference in comfort. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. Let's set up the knife. I slide the spine of the dull knife under those washers we installed earlier, making sure the edge is parallel to the block. Then I simply tighten the screws down. This clamps the knife rigidly in place. I just slide the rod through the bracket. I'll start by spraying some water on the coarse side of the whetstone to lubricate it and carry away the metal swarf. I start working the stone back and forth along the edge. To achieve the correct angle, I place the blade flat against the stone. The jig keeps the angle perfect, so I just need to focus on smooth strokes. I apply moderate steady pressure as I run the blade across the stone, ensuring the force remains consistent throughout the stroke. After a while, I flip the stone to the finer grit to start polishing the edge. Once I've raised a burr on one side, it's time to flip the knife over. I loosen the screws, carefully turn the blade, and clamp it back down securely. A little more water, start with the coarse grit to shape the edge, and then move to the fine grit to refine and polish it. I grind both sides of the blade to keep the cutting edge centered, avoiding any misalignment or unevenness. I repeat the exact same process on this side. The sharpening is done. I'll carefully remove the knife from our homemade jig and wipe off the slurry with a paper towel. Look at that shine on the edge. It looks completely renewed. Remember how it couldn't even dent this pineapple before? Let's try it now. Look how perfectly it works. It slices through the tough skin and flesh effortlessly, like butter. This DIY device proves that with a little creativity, you can achieve amazing things. If you enjoyed this project and found it inspiring, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below telling me what other unexpected tools you'd like to see me create. Don't forget to subscribe for more fantastic DIY ideas. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.